I know you must be Jessica's...
There she might be pretending not to know Spencer, or else she hasn't seen her in a long time.
sister, but have they met?
A long time ago, but you wouldn't remember.
Namely, when she had Spencer.
I'm Spencer. Are your parents home? No, they're on a cruise. I'll check back another time. So you know each other?
We used to have a lot in common.
Would you like to come inside? I could make us some tea.
Yes.
Yes, I would. Herbal or leaded?
No, I've never been one to turn down caffeine.
Spencer is also a fan of caffeine, again suggesting that they may have similar brains. And you can see that the appearance of Spencer and Mary has been made quite similar in this this particular episode with the hair and face.
You and your sister look so much alike. Almost like twins.
Of course, Melissa and Spencer probably can't be twins because they're far apart in age, but maybe Mary was referring to Jessica and Mary being twins there.
Yeah, people thought that a lot when we were younger.
Are you close?
Occasionally. So, when did you see my parents last? I only asked because they never talked about you.
I know enough about your family to know that they're excellent secret keepers.
Why would they keep you a secret?
You certainly are inquisitive.
Another suggestion that Spencer might be Mary's daughter is in episode 2 of season 7. We see a picture of Veronica Hastings here, and behind her is Mary Drake walking to meet Spencer. It seems like the directors might be trying to suggest the connection between Veronica, that behind the apparent mother that Veronica is, the actual mother would be Mary Drake.
Yes, and you agreed. I will get a hard date as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.
The Bros Watch PLL2 podcast makes the same observation as I said here.
Here's why I love this scene, because that shadow is going to be revealed to be Mary Drake. She's this shadowy image, like on the other side of the image of Spencer's mother, and then she morphs into a real person. So if they ever decide to do something where we discover that Mary is Spencer's real mother or her surrogate or whatever, this is clever as fuck.
Yet another connection between Spencer and Mary is the following.
I spent time, considerable time, in Radley when it was a sanitarium.
And of course, Spencer also spent time in Radley at the end of season 3, suggesting that the two characters may have similar brains. The possibility of Spencer being Mary's daughter is further opened up by this part of episode 7 of season 7.
We had a second child. What? Wait, a second what? Boy or girl?
All it says is no complications due to prior birth. Kate would have been our age by now.
So Charlotte had a biological brother or sister.
So one further possibility that's opened up by what's said there is that birth was twins, with Spencer having a twin. Many people think that Spencer might have a twin. The hypothesis that Spencer has a twin would help explain this scene in season 7, episode 1, where Hannah is visited by a dream of Spencer. The hypothesis would be that that's Spencer's twin, and maybe the fact that Spencer's twin was at Hannah's captivity place would explain why Mary was also driving near that area. Since most dream sequences in PLL turn out to be not dreams, people suspect that this one might also not be a dream. Although I think it's a bit of a stretch, potentially, to involve a twin for Spencer, given that she doesn't seem to have been present, at least not very much, in the past. Now that we know in season 7 that Charlotte may have been Mary's daughter rather than Jessica's daughter, we have to reinterpret this scene in which Charlotte tries to kill Bethany and actually hurts Allison instead. We thought that Jessica was looking through the window, but maybe that was actually Mary. And that could help explain why Jessica, who is actually Mary, was so willing to bury Allison, whether or not she was actually still alive.
What have you done? I swear I didn't know it was Alex, Mom.
It's always been a puzzle why Jessica was so quick to bury her apparent daughter, rather than checking that she was alive, but maybe Mary was trying to bury Allison to cover up for her own daughter, Charlotte. If it was Mary who saw Allison being hit through the window of her house rather than Jessica, that could also help explain why Jessica seemingly thought that Spencer was the one who was responsible for killing Allison.
Do you think that I hurt Allie? What? Do you and my father have some kind of agreement to keep it quiet?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That would also help explain why Jessica seemed suspicious and disliked Spencer. And if Spencer is Mary's daughter, then that would provide an extra level of antagonism between Spencer and Jessica, because Jessica doesn't like Mary and so probably doesn't like her daughter as well. In this flashback, Jessica is worried about Allison potentially being bullied by Spencer.
Is this about you thinking that Spencer's the bully? Because I have that under control now.
I know things about that family that you don't.
It's not clear what Jessica meant with that comment. Maybe she was thinking of Jason and her relationship with Peter, but it's also possible she knows about Mary Drake and Peter. Presumably Spencer's parents also thought that Spencer might have been guilty in killing Allison, and they were trying to pressure Jessica not to tell the police about that. I think they might have said something like Peter threatened to reveal the information about the affair that produced Jason in order to keep Jessica quiet.
You and Dad said that you covered for me that summer when I was first using. What did you mean? Because I still don't remember.
Consider it a blessing. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same.
So around this time, Jessica is still eyeing Spencer suspiciously.
Spencer? Spencer? Are you okay?
So this might have been a hallucination because Spencer was recovering from her drug addiction at this time, but as with most dreams or hallucinations, they turn out not to be. So it's possible that either that was actually Jessica in Spencer's room, or it was Mary, and it's not really clear which one. Maybe Mary was coming to try to tell Spencer something, or Jessica was just spying on Spencer. It's interesting that people thought that it might be a twin of Jessica even a long time ago. So this post is from March of 2015, long before it was revealed that Jessica had a twin, and this person still thought that there might be a twin sister of Jessica who was staring through the window there. At the beginning of Season 5, Hannah looks through Jessica's emails that she wrote before she was murdered, and she finds so presumably Jessica was murdered because she